Yolanda told Selena that she had been sexually assaulted. And just hours before the shooting, Selena went with Yolanda to the hospital. A nurse testified that when they arrived, their relationship seemed warm, but that something changed. The nurse said that Selena didn't believe Yolanda, but the nurse didn't say why. Another nurse, who was inside the room, did. I'm Safisha Thembeka, a real attorney, and I've reviewed the official record. What the second nurse testified to about what she heard Selena say and what she saw Selena do, it may be the closest the record gets to telling us what Selena may have believed in the final hours of her life. Here's what the record revealed. When the nurse walked into Yolanda's exam room, Yolanda was sitting in a chair, dressed in a hospital gown, wrapped in a blanket. She was sitting kind of in a fetal position with her knees drawn up, kind of crouched down in a chair with a blanket over her. The nurse testified that Yolanda appeared depressed or sad, but at that time, the nurse didn't see any injuries. As Yolanda moved from the chair to the exam table, the nurse did a quick assessment of her extremities, her abdomen, and her backside, and the nurse said yes, she did see some red markings on Yolanda's neck. The nurse testified that the doctor asked about what happened, and that Yolanda spoke with encouragement from Selena. She testified that Selena stroked Yolanda's hair, and Yolanda told the doctor that she had been assaulted in Mexico by two guys who had taken her car. Yolanda told the doctor that she had been hit in the back and in the stomach repeatedly with a bat. While the doctor spoke to Yolanda, the nurse testified, and this is a quote, occasionally, Selena would reach over and she would tap my arm, and when I would look at her, she would shake her head, and you could see the expression in her face change immensely. The nurse also testified that the doctor asked Yolanda if she had any bleeding, and when Yolanda responded a little bit, Selena stopped and said, Yolanda, you told me that you had been bleeding quite heavily. The nurse testified that while the doctor asked about the bleeding, Selena left Yolanda's side at the table and walked over to the clothes that Yolanda wore into the hospital. These were the same clothes that Yolanda was wearing when she was attacked. The nurse said that as Selena did this, she picked up each article of Yolanda's clothing, held them up for the nurse to see, shook her head, and folded them back. The nurse said that Selena was at the head of the exam table. The nurse was right next to Selena, and that Yolanda didn't see any of this.